I don't know if you are familiar with the 20 principles, so I will highlight some that I have always followed. Keep type in mind when you breed, and always try to use judicious outcrosses so that both dogs have the similar traits and that one is strong enough to pass it on to the next generation. Many people just cross dogs with no sense of style or conformation and just mix up faults that will be carried down through the next generation. Our job in breeding is to eliminate faults, not keep adding them to what comes after that new litter. Fixing faults is what we concentrate on, not adding more of them. Remember, breed to dogs that look alike and do not have the same faults, as that can cause many problems down the line. Don't take advice from people who have always been unsuccessful breeders. If their opinions were worth having, they would have proved it by their successes. Don't believe the popular cliché about the brother or sister of the great champion being just as good to breed from. For everyone, that is, hundreds are not. It depends on the animal concerned. Don't say your dogs are strong in areas where they are not. Be honest about your dogs and tell them what they will get if they breed them and also what they will not get. Breeders have to be honest about the best parts and the worst parts of each dog and how that you get around these faults and try to fix them in that next generation. Being dishonest does indeed make you kennel blind. Many breeders decry a stud dog because of some little things they see that bother them and vow never to use them. I am someone who has had a few stud dogs that were used by many others, and myself and I often see faults, but that does not mean I don't use them. Remember, we use stud dogs to improve certain things in my bitch line, and these properties are what we judge whether to use the dog or not. Keep thinking of what you want to improve in your bloodline. Don't allow personal feelings to influence your choice of a stud dog. The right dog for your bitch is the right dog, whoever owns it. Breeders have to be honest about the best parts and the worst parts of each dog and how to get around these faults and try to fix them in that next generation. Being dishonest does indeed make you kennel blind. Don't mate together animals which share the same fault. You are asking for trouble if you do. Don't forget that it is the whole dog that counts. If you forget one virtue while searching for another, you will pay for it. If you will notice that I always insist that you should always keep what you already had as we are breeding to improve our line, and giving up a perfect rear to get a better front does not really make sense to me. Why lose what you already had in order to conquer another fault? Don't search for the perfect dog as a mate for your bitch. The perfect dog, or bitch, doesn't exist, never has, and never will. Don't be frightened of breeding from animals that have obvious faults so long as they have compensating virtues. A lack of virtues is far the greatest fault of all. Don't mate together non-complementary types. An ability to recognize type at a glance is a breeder's greatest gift. Don't forget the necessity to preserve head quality. It will vanish like a dream if you do. OBS. In the Brazilian Bullmastiff, this is very important. Don't forget that substance plus quality should be one of your aims. Any fool can breed one without the other. Don't forget that a great head plus soundness should be another of your aims. Don't be satisfied with anything but the best. The second best is never good enough.
How do you maintain the breed's guarding instincts while ensuring they're safe around families?
I am not aware of any accidents involving the breed. The dogs are very well balanced. They do not need strict training like other typical German breeds such as Malinois, Dobermans, etc. I think that the superior intelligence and firmness of the dog, and especially the genetics of the APBT, which are ingrained in the breed, which does not feel pain, eliminate most accidents, such as when touched, they bite quickly as a reflex. But it depends on the breeder. The Bullmastiff BR is not recommended for amateurs and will never be a pet. If kept in this way, it will cause problems due to excessive jealousy towards the owner.
What specific training challenges have you encountered with the breed and how do you address them?
I think that sometimes a breeder who wants an
Não,
extremely
irmão.
aggressive dog will
Chama ele
not
aí.
find the Brazilian Bullmastiff to be the perfect dog because it will not bite for no reason, without explanation. They are intelligent dogs. The breeder must know how to respect the dog and let time and day-to-day lessons happen naturally. For example, there is a long-time breeder of the breed who recently acquired a male dog. He had a couple that passed away. It turned out that the dog became a pet because his 8-year-old son plays with the puppy all day long. So when he was very young, at 5 months old, he became very tame. I told the breeder that he should wait for the dog to grow up and start training him for everyday situations until he wakes up to those situations in which the dog should bark and/or look for a professional trainer. But I am sure that in the future, his son and the dog will be great friends, and then he will have a good guard dog. The best way to have a good guard dog is to acquire a pair. A pair avoids the humanization of the dog and tends to enter a pack quickly and open the guard sooner. I do it differently. I always have a master dog, then things become easier.